Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We've all felt that instant full-body cringe when you wish the ground would swallow you up. Today, we're diving into those moments. The awkward, the uncomfortable, the hilarious. My name is Albert, and this is Unknown Facts. If you've ever cringed, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into a world of cringe, questionable fashion choices, and memories that are equal parts hilarious and horrifying. Let's start with a classic, the awkward family photo. Awkward family photos, these aren't your perfectly posed, Instagram-worthy portraits. Oh no, these are the real deal. The kind of photos that make you question your entire lineage. We're talking about the photographic evidence of family gatherings gone wrong, where everyone involved looks like they'd rather be anywhere else. You know the ones, the photos where the smiles are so forced, they look like grimaces. The poses are so unnatural you'd think everyone was participating in some bizarre unspoken competition of who can look the most uncomfortable. Forced smiles, plastered across faces like cheap wallpaper, barely concealing the inner turmoil. You can practically feel the tension radiating from the image. It's a masterclass in suppressing genuine emotion for the sake of posterity. Matching sweaters, often in colors and patterns that should never have been combined. It's as if the entire family conspired to commit a fashion crime against humanity, and yet they stand there, united in their sartorial misjudgment. And there's always someone looking the wrong way, always. It's a universal law of awkward family photos. One person, completely oblivious to the photographer's instructions, staring off into the distance, lost in their own world. Dad's mustache experiment, a facial hair monstrosity that he probably thought was cool at the time, but now serves as a constant source of amusement and embarrassment for the entire family. It's a hairy reminder of a bygone era. Mom's strained grin, the kind that says, "I'm doing this for the kids," while secretly plotting her escape. You can see the exhaustion in her eyes, the silent plea for it all to be over, and the kids looking like hostages, their eyes wide with a mixture of boredom and resentment. They're clearly not enjoying this forced family bonding experience, and their expressions scream, "When can we go home?" These photos get framed, immortalized in cheap plastic or ornate wood, depending on the family's level of commitment to the bit, and displayed for all to see, proudly showcased on mantels, walls, and dusty shelves, serving as a constant reminder of the family's collective awkwardness. They're conversation starters, memory joggers, and sources of endless amusement. Immortalizing your bowl cut in braces forever, a permanent record of your most awkward phase, destined to be unearthed at family gatherings for years to come. It's the gift that keeps on giving, embarrassment. It's a time capsule of discomfort, a snapshot of a moment in time when everything just felt a little bit off. But that's what makes them so endearing. And yet, every family has one, or several. It's a rite of passage, a shared experience that binds us together in our collective awkwardness. You can't help but wince and laugh, a simultaneous reaction of horror and amusement. It's a testament to the enduring power of family, even in its most awkward form, at the misery in those eyes. The silent screams trapped within the glossy paper, but hey, at least you can look back and laugh, right? Picture this, a scene unfolding in a vibrant public square, perhaps bathed in the warm glow of a setting sun, or under the dazzling lights of a bustling city night. Imagine the air thick with anticipation, a palpable buzz of excitement hanging in the balance. A public proposal, a grand gesture of love and commitment played out on a stage for all the world to see. It's a moment ripped straight from a romantic comedy, a carefully orchestrated display of affection, designed to sweep everyone off their feet, all eyes on the couple. Strangers become an audience, their lives momentarily intertwined in this unfolding drama. Phones are raised, capturing the scene for posterity, ready to be shared and relived countless times. The hopeful Neil, a symbol of vulnerability and unwavering devotion, he presents the ring, a sparkling testament to his love, a promise of forever etched in precious metal. His heart pounds in his chest, a mixture of hope and nervous anticipation swirling within him. The crowd's anticipation builds, a collective breath held in unison. Will she say yes? Will this be a moment of pure, unadulterated joy? The air crackles with unspoken questions, with the weight of expectations. The music swelling, reaching a crescendo that mirrors the rising emotions. Every element is perfectly aligned, designed to create an unforgettable moment, a memory to be cherished for a lifetime. The stage is set for a fairy tale ending. And then, rejection. A single word, a devastating blow that shatters the carefully constructed illusion. The dream implodes, leaving behind a wreckage of shattered hopes and broken promises. The silence is brutal, a heavy blanket that smothers the joyous atmosphere. The music abruptly cuts off, leaving an echoing void where romance once thrived. The air is thick with discomfort, a palpable sense of unease spreading through the crowd. The crowd's gasp turns to a collective oof. A wave of secondhand embarrassment washes over the onlookers, a shared feeling of discomfort and pity. Faces are averted, eyes dart away, desperate to escape the awkwardness. The Jumbotron becomes a torture device, amplifying the humiliation for all to see. The image of the rejected proposer is plastered across the giant screen, a constant reminder of his public failure. There is no escape from the spotlight. The proposer frozen in heartbreak. His world has crumbled around him, his dreams dashed against the rocks of reality. The weight of rejection is crushing, a burden of shame and disappointment. Strangers feel the sting, a vicarious pain that resonates within them. They witness the raw emotion, the vulnerability laid bare, and they can't help but empathize with the proposer's plight, wishing they could disappear. The desire to escape the awkwardness is overwhelming, a desperate urge to be anywhere but here. They long to rewind time, to erase this uncomfortable moment from existence. You didn't know these people, their stories were unknown to you just moments ago. They were simply faces in the crowd, anonymous figures in the background of your day, but now you're invested in their pain. Their heartbreak has become your heartbreak, their humiliation a shared burden. The invisible threads of human connection have woven you into their story, whether you like it or not. Public discomfort at its most excruciating, a stark reminder that even the most carefully planned moments can go awry and that sometimes love is not enough. It's a moment that lingers in the memory, a cautionary tale of the risks of public displays of affection. Silence in a library or waiting room until someone opens a bag of chips. The crinkle, the crunch, the wet chewing. Suddenly it's all you can hear. You try to focus, but the sound is inescapable torture. When silence returns, it's pure relief. The movie's at its quietest, the tension is high. Then, someone's phone blares a ringtone. Heads whip around, judgment fills the air. The culprit fumbles. The silence after is even heavier. The movie resumes, but the spell is broken. For 10 minutes, everyone's thinking about the phone. You see someone waving, you wave back, only to realize it was for someone behind you. Your arm drops, your face burns. Do you pretend to stretch? Wave at imaginary friends? The embarrassment lingers for hours. A tiny moment, but it haunts you all day. Lines, society's great equalizer. Then, a line cutter appears, sliding in like they're invisible. Outrage ripples through the crowd. Everyone waits for a hero. Someone finally speaks up. "Excuse me, the back of the line is over there." The confrontation is tense, everyone else looks away. We wanted justice, but not this much drama, awkwardness for all. You nailed that conversation until you see yourself in a mirror. There it is, spinach on your tooth, front and center. Every smile, every laugh tainted by that green invader. Confidence shatters instantly. Did they see it? Of course they did. The mirror never lies. Scrolling through social media, you're ambushed by a giant, unflattering selfie. No context, just pores and nostrils. It's so close you recoil from your phone. Why did they post this? What are we supposed to do with all this face? The image is burned into your brain for the rest of the day. You're chatting with someone you know well until you need to introduce them. Their name vanishes from your mind. You stall. "This is my good friend." Panic rises. Your eyes plead for help. When you've known them for months, there's no smooth recovery. You either confess or make a hasty exit. You're in public when a couple nearby starts arguing. At first it's whispers, then it escalates. Suddenly you know all their drama. You pretend to be fascinated by canned beans, but you're trapped. Every bystander is silently begging for it to end. We're all just innocent witnesses praying for peace. You notice someone's fly is down. Do you tell them and risk embarrassment, or stay silent and let them walk around unaware? Either way, it's a lose-lose. You try to maintain eye contact, but your brain is screaming zipper, social dilemma at its finest. You send a sensitive text, then realize you sent it to the wrong person. Maybe your boss, maybe your mom, maybe the person you were gossiping about. Heart sinks, panic sets in. You scramble to unsend, but it's too late. The reply bubbles appear. All you can do is consider moving to a new country. There's no coming back. Someone trips, flails, and barely catches themselves. They pretend nothing happened, straighten up and keep walking. Everyone saw, but we all agree to ignore it. You want to help, but silence preserves their dignity. It's a shared, silent pact of awkward support. Group chat is flowing then, sudden silence. No one knows what to say, the pause grows heavier. Eyes dart, someone coughs, someone sips their drink. The pressure to break the silence is immense. Whoever speaks first is both hero and potential fool. The discomfort is real. Family dinner, everyone's on their best behavior until that one uncle tells an inappropriate joke. The punchline lands, silence falls. Forks freeze, grandma gasps, no one laughs. The uncle's nervous chuckle echoes. He's just dropped a social grenade at the table. The rest of dinner is spent in tense recovery. You spot spinach in someone's teeth. Do you tell them and cause embarrassment, or say nothing and stare at their mouth? Either way, it's awkward for both of you. Your eyes keep drifting. They wonder why. You're trapped in leafy, silent agony. You zone out, accidentally staring at a stranger. They notice, you snap back to reality, caught in the act. You look away so fast you risk whiplash. Your face burns. You pretend to check your phone. You just want to disappear. Wow, that was quite the journey we just took together, wasn't it? A roller coaster of awkward encounters, cringe-worthy situations, and moments where you just wanted to disappear into the floor. I'm still processing some of those interactions, to be honest. I think we all need a moment to recover. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Feel that tension leaving your shoulders. That was a marathon of cringe. A true test of our ability to witness the uncomfortable and still come out the other side smiling, or at least grimacing with a shared understanding. We've seen it all, haven't we? The accidental missteps, the social faux pas, the moments where words just fail us completely. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, but instead of metal and debris, it's just pure, unadulterated awkwardness. These moments unite us. They are the great leveler. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do, you've experienced the sting of an awkward encounter. It's a universal human experience, a shared language of discomfort that transcends cultures and backgrounds, and in a strange way that shared experience connects us. They're awkward, but they're real. They're unscripted, unfiltered, and undeniably human. In a world of carefully curated online personas and picture-perfect social media feeds, these moments of awkwardness remind us that we're all just flawed individuals trying to navigate the complexities of social interaction. And that's okay. Next time you find yourself in one, when the sweat starts to bead on your forehead and your palms get clammy, remember, we've all been there. You're not alone in this sea of social uncertainty. Take a breath, find the humor in the situation, and know that it will eventually pass. And who knows, it might even become a funny story to tell later on. Thanks for hanging out and getting uncomfortable with me. It's been a pleasure sharing these moments with you, even if they did make us squirm a little. Share your awkward stories in the comments. I want to hear about your most cringe-worthy experiences, your most embarrassing moments, the times you wish you could have just vanished into thin air. Let's create a community of shared awkwardness, a safe space where we can all laugh at ourselves and each other. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed this awkward adventure and want to see more content like this. Your support means the world to me, and it encourages me to keep exploring the weird and wonderful world of human interaction. And ring the bell for more. That way, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video so you won't miss out on any of the awkwardness. Stay curious, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep embracing the unknown. And check your teeth before your next big meeting. You never know what might be lurking in there, waiting to sabotage your presentation. A little bit of self-awareness can go a long way in preventing future awkward encounters.